You are now listening to Talk FNF TV with your host, Rhetoric, and my lovely co-host, Miss Farrah.
Hi, guys.
We are back in the game. We are back in the pod. Ready to get after it?
Yep.
It's a lot of shit to go after, man. A lot of shit to talk about.
Let's go.
The boy is released. So we can start there. For all the dogs.
You go ahead and you take the lead on this one because I am not a Drake fan.
Okay, so we got a Drake hater with us, first and foremost. Let's make that be known.
I wouldn't say hater.
Faux Budden.
But I'm definitely not a Drake fan.
That's hate.
I'm definitely
How can you not be a Drake fan? How, like that to me that has to be.
First of all, I don't listen to hip hop.
But
let's start there.
Okay, yes you do.
Let's start there.
But that's a lot.
The fact that in the kitchen when I'm cooking, you're hearing Haitian music, African music, Caribbean music. In the car, you're hearing Haitian music, African music, Caribbean music. It's a little Smino sprinkled in there.
Ew.
A little 2000s hip hop sprinkled in there, definitely.
He was 2000s.
And a little R&B. Victoria Monet just dropped the album. I definitely listen to that because that's my girl. But I'm not checking for Drake.
Yeah, you just hating on the light skinned bandit. That's all.
You go ahead and you give your review of the album.
I'm not even getting there yet because we got so much more to talk about this man before we get to just this one album.
Money for fun.
This is for all the dogs, yo. Real talk. Real shit. This is for all the fucking dogs. Shout out to the dogs. I need to tell my history when it comes to Drake because I feel as though I'm not an ordinary Drake fan. I was there in the hallways of Degrassi. That's where I started at.
I mean, I watched Degrassi too.
I came up through. I seen Jimmy hit the wheelchair.
First of all, if y'all definitely don't know this, but Degrassi, I don't remember what channel it was on, but on the channel's website, there was like behind the scenes content and stuff. And there was a whole little like Aubrey rapping like little section that they did. And he would do that like backstage with them just chilling randomly all the time, just rapping. And
that's what I was going to lead to because a lot of people started listening to Drake when they went on in 2009, 2008, when they went on allhiphop.com. I know y'all remember this. Y'all went on allhiphop.com and y'all clicked that picture with the little black and white light skinned boy to the song Ransom. And that's when everybody else hopped on to this man. I was already early. I'll tell you a story. So
tell us how you was riding this man's meat before everyone else was riding this man's meat.
That's hate. That's hate for the dogs.
I don't know. I feel like I'm potting right now.
That's hate. I mean, of course, that's hate. That's hate. You hating on a real fan because I don't even know if you can say you a fan.
His dick was in my mouth first.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Hate. See, and that's why. See, you can't ever talk about nothing like this with women because they automatically go to the homophobia because that's all they have. So you can't ever be excited about a man doing anything around
Money
women.
For fun.
And see how she doing it? It's just shit. It's just shit right here. That's all it is. It's just shit and hate. That's all it is. That's all she gonna do. But we're not gonna hear it because we for the dogs. We here for it. Now, back to the story. I was there when the flow was a glass box with no exits. Okay? That was on the Degrassi episode that he rapped on. That was the first time I heard Drake rap. And I remember getting on the bus, sitting with the music guys on the bus, and asking them one question. Y'all boys watch Degrassi? Oh, as I laughed out the fucking bus. Oh, this nigga watching Degrassi. Who is this nigga? Who is this light-skinned nigga you talking about? They didn't know. They weren't aware. They weren't hip.
1 second.
But back to what I was saying. Now, I brought these to these people. I introduced them. I told them, hey, y'all need to listen to this guy. He's got other songs with Trey Songz. Nobody wanted to hear me.
Before Predator.
So.
Pre-Predator.
Well, yeah. Allegedly. So, then Ransom comes out. Everybody on the damn bus is talking about it. Did y'all hear it? Oops, I have a red clue. No, nigga, I been put y'all niggas on this. So I had to talk my shit. I had to let them know, nigga, that's the same nigga from Degrassi. Same yellow boy. That's why I'm going to cut you out on all this. Same yellow boy who used to play up on Degrassi. All right. Then the progress happens. You know, Wayne has his takeoff. Drake is next to him. We get Bedrock, worst song ever.
It was great.
It was great for the time.
At the time.
When you was at 2000.
But I got her, nigga. Grocery bag.
That was the worst era of hip hop.
Nikki ate that. Okay,
that was the worst.
Let me think. I guess it's my turn. She said, maybe it's time to put this pussy on your sideburns. Every Instagram caption. Every girl in New York.
That was the horrible era for music right there. When niggas was just trying to just throw out the word. Like, that was a horrible era for hip hop.
Yeah.
Nigga be like, flat screen. I'm like, what? No. Like, no, that's not a bar. You just said set up and
I
then
got
you said
it
a word.
plasma, flat screen.
Yeah, like it's no, nigga. What are you talking about? But for the dogs, hold on one more time. All right, so that happens, and we see what happens with this Drake trajectory. He becomes the man. We see all the take cares, views. If you're reading this shit too late, slaps, more slaps than the Beatles. And y'all continue to make jokes, hate, but he stayed the course.
When someone's that big, they gonna get made fun of a little bit.
But that's something. It was through the whole progression though, like his whole time of becoming, on Young Money to the superstar he is now. He's been made fun of the whole time. He took it in stride.
I think that's something that specifically happened to Drake because that hasn't happened to like every rapper.
No, if you got clown, it was over with. He was the first rapper to get clown, take it on the chin, and then turn it into something else because he had slaps.
I think it's because we were clowning him because of like the way he came off in his personality.
Y'all were clowning him because he was a light-skinned nigga with confidence. Keep it real, nigga.
Okay.
For the fucking dog.
I said his fucking personality. Like, what the fuck?
No, it's because he was a light-skinned nigga.
I don't think we were making fun of him because of like his music or anything. The music was still good. He was still making bops. So regardless of like how much niggas was making fun of him, it was undeniable. Like you was still bumping his shit. So that's probably why.
No, it's because he was a light-skinned nigga with confidence. Light-skinned nigga who was flexing, taking all y'all women like it was nothing. And y'all hated that.
My point was, why was Drake able to survive getting made fun of? Because he was getting made fun of for personality, not music.
Yeah, that too. But also, he was a light-skinned nigga with confidence. That both for reasons.
That's what we were making fun of.
No, y'all were making fun of that, but that's also why he was able to go through. And he was able to weather the storm.
Confidence gets you through anything for real.
When you
that's how I used to steal. Flagrantly and confidently.
But see, you don't understand. Being a light-skinned man and the viewed of already a part femininity to you because you're light-skinned is a harder thing to break in the social circles. So for him,
yes, I as a black woman,
it's not about you right now.
Understand
this is for the dogs.
How the color of your skin could lead to someone perceiving you before they even know you. I understand.
That's nice. We're talking about for the dogs right now. We're not. What's wrong? Got to get that out of here. All that feminine energy.
Drake.
We got to get all that feminine energy out of here, yo. This is for the fucking dogs right now. So now we've had a nice little decent run. There's been some hiccups here and there. There's been some hiccups here and there. I wasn't a big fan of Honestly Nevermind. That wasn't really my big one.
What was Girls Love Beyonce on? That was my shit.
We're not talking about that right now. We are now in the more present. Certified Lover Boy, I liked it. A lot of people was hating on it. I liked it. Her Loss with him at 21, pretty good. I didn't really have too many complaints on it. I just would have took 21 off of more songs. And they should have never did that 4 a.m. on Glenwood. That was not good. But this album right here has had the world in a frenzy. Everyone has been commenting on what's been going on.
You don't know how to say words. Commenting?
Just relax.
Okay.
Jesus
That
Christ.
one was for Shem.
That one may not even make it to the cut. I might just cut it out. Country ass nigga. All right, for the dogs. Gotta reset because you just be tripping over here with your hate. I can just feel the hate of the Drake coming from you. It's all over there. All right, so Overall, my feelings about For the Dogs, I don't think it's anywhere close to his top 10 projects, but I don't think it's as bad as a lot of people have been saying it is. He's got a lot of heat on there. I feel like the album really starts because, like, once I knew, this is what I knew what time he was on. Once I saw Virginia Beach and then there was no shots at Pusha, I knew what time it was on. I knew
Again? Still?
There was no shots at...
Oh, no shots.
Nigga, if you my op, I'm shooting at you every time.
Okay, so you were saying there he didn't throw shots at him. When you do
a song about you title it somebody else's hood, and then you don't shoot at him, I know what time you're on now.
Okay,
you're not with the bullshit, and that's what I wanted. I did. I don't. When he talking about, my thing is this: I'm not a music head. Like, I don't care about the snares and the beats and all that bullshit.
The lyrics.
No, I care about the lyrics, but I want the lyrics to be talking about somebody. I need you to be talking about your enemies. I need to know them by name. I want to know what them boys doing. Why them boys hating? And how you making them boys hate more? My thing is like this. You got to understand, Drake is a leader of the light-skinned men.
This man is the reason that these niggas feel like they need to do this shit in real life and they end up dead in jail. You're the fan. You're the fan that wants
We're talking about Drake acting like I'm trying to be King Von. We talking about Drake. We talking about niggas that just want to fuck bitches and repeat. Rinse and repeat. That's lit.
Okay.
So, okay, leader of the light skin For the Dogs. All right, so the album really starts for me at Fear Heights. I was a fan of that. I'm always going to be, hey, take shots at your old work. At least we got that. So that's why it started for me, because that was the time it was first a notable, easy way to point out, oh, he's talking about Rihanna right there. Your sex was average, ma. For the Dogs.
Nobody cares. You're lonely. You're old.
He's
and
not
you're
lonely.
by yourself.
He's not lonely. He's not old. He's
and
not by
Rihanna
himself.
She's happy with a family.
No,
not pregnant. Two babies.
She got two babies with the nigga who? What slaps? How many? Not the Beatles.
I like.
And then she won't even marry the nigga.
100%.
So okay, yeah, sure. She don't even like him. She don't even marry the nigga.
She won't even date Drake. So
okay, that's cool. But she did.
That
date
nigga
Drake.
lame. You're a lame ass bitch.
And he hit it. So For the Dogs, and I still hit.
Yeah, that's the lamest
that's
nigga
cool, but it's still
in the fucking world.
It works every time.
Of course, you've used that.
I mean, when a woman's trying to make an argument about something and you still let me touch you, you're the dumb one. Like that's always going to be the case.
Uh-huh.
If you're saying to someone else, oh, you this and that, and I touched you, what does that say about you? You let losers access to your body. That's more of a problem for you than it is me. For the Dogs.
Drake is really lame as fuck, though.
I mean, you feel like that
because I'm just proclaiming your love. Talk about I've been in love with this woman for my entire life, for the whole time I've known her, and then she broke up with you, and then your dad said you were devastated, and now you throwing shots at her on your album after she has two beautiful babies with the love of her life. Lame.
Or we could go into this. I got more information. I was able to learn more. I actually got to see you for who you really are, and you ain't worth shit.
She left him.
Cool. I can still see that you're not worth shit just because you left me.
He wanted her back publicly, proclaimed it multiple times.
And then he realized
was
stupid. And you can realize you were being stupid. Like that, none of that is separate from the other person.
That's not what he said, though. He was like, that pussy was trash. Nigga, you're hurt. Your feelings are hurt.
He said it was average.
Wah!
He said it was average.
Boo-hoo. The love of your life is happy, and you're never going to have access to her, and nobody else wants you. Continue.
It's okay, because guess what? It's a new girl turning 25 every day. For the Dogs.
Continue.
All right, then you know the shit I've been playing. I can't stop playing Daylight. Shoot 'em in Daylight. Tsk, tsk. You know I can't stop. And I'm standing on business. Like, I've been bumping that. You know that. Everywhere you didn't see me, every morning, I'm bumping that. I'm making sure everybody know I'm starting the day standing on business.
I like the little Drewski skit that went viral on TikTok, the little standing on business sound.
The second one? Or the first time he said it?
The first time.
No, I don't fuck with the first time.
Going back and forth.
He was disrespecting me the first time. I don't like where he posted up for that video. Don't do that no more, Drewski. Don't come around there no more.
Don't.
Reasons. For the Dogs. All right. And then I'm trying to think. Drew Picasso, I had to listen to that a few more times to really get into that. But that's a hard song too. I think the album stops for me. It starts at Fear of Heights and it ends with Sexy Red. What's the name of that? Rich Baby Daddy. One of my aspirations to be. But I love the song though. Sexy Red. I thought at first I thought I wasn't a fan of it, but then after I gave it a few more spins, she ate that. And we're gonna get into her a little bit more with the BET Awards. What are you doing?
Nothing.
All right. So overall, I'm not gonna be a big hater on the album because I really enjoyed it. Like, to me, I understand there's two trains of thoughts with me when it comes to this. Did it move forward the story of Drake more for me? No. It was filler in the story of Drake. But it was like Naruto filler, like good filler.
But he did drop 2 albums this year, right?
But they were all within the filler range though. Like it wasn't like a lot because he didn't have one.
Maybe he just had mad Lucy's and he just like, let me just get these off. Let me package them up and get them off.
Yeah, I mean, some people, because I don't think that. I think what larger was going on was the motivation just wasn't there like it had been in the past. And Rory made a good point about that on his podcast where it's like, the nigga, he didn't have no enemies on this time around. Everybody's trying to be cool with him. So there's not like that story arc you can tell. Like when he was going at Meek, those were some of the best bars. He was letting you know like this pen is real. Mm-hmm. No matter what you are trying to say, what kind of this pen is authentic. And then when Kanye came at him, it was like the perfect test. He bodied that nigga. Mob Ties. I still bump Mob Ties when I see the niggas I don't like. Because they just got to know it's up.
You have ops.
Correct.
This is news to me.
That's all right. Niggas is hating on me, yo. So I'm used to it. I'm ready for it. It's for the dogs.
So very unserious.
So I'm definitely going to give this album 7.5. And the only reason is because one, Drake, you don't have to do these long albums.
How long was the album? How many tracks
like 23
was it?
songs.
Oh my fucking
like
God.
22, 23 songs. You don't have to do that.
Chris Brown ass crackhead nonsense.
Chris Brown
Nobody wants.
Chris Brown is a 40 pack. Like Chris Brown will give you a 40 pack. Normally niggas is giving you 20 something. But my thing is,
what do you think a good length for an album? Like
just depends on how good the songs are. If you got 20 bangers, then it's 20 bangers. But it's hard to do that.
I don't know. I feel like I want 13, 14 songs, and I want them to be 3 to 4 minutes long max.
That's too long. 3 to 4 minutes.
Yeah, no,
these
that's
songs
a song.
now.
First of all, Haitian songs be 7 to 8 minutes long minimum.
But y'all don't have bridges and stuff though. Like y'all be just.
Yes, we do. We 3 to 4 minutes. There's hooks and bridges. You don't listen. You don't understand the lyrics, so you wouldn't know the repetition.
That shit just sound like he just freestyling the whole way.
It sounds like nothing to you because you don't understand. But there's hooks and bridges and structure to Haitian music. It's just long as shit. The musical breakdowns be like 2 whole minutes. 3 minutes for a song is not that. Is it that long?
For a song, yeah. For these kind of songs, y'all, you gotta think about it. You got instruments in your shit that you playing. These niggas ain't playing no instrument. This is a fucking computer that's making this beat.
I know, but
nobody wants to sit there for 4 minutes.
I was just always under the impression that between 3 and 4 minutes is like the average length for a song.
Now, when you can do a lot of stuff after the music else is going, you don't have to be in the music for 4 or 5 minutes. You listen to that 2-minute song and then you go do something else. We don't do all that in our consumption of music here.
I guess
we want to get it in and get it out and then get to the next story. And that was just what I feel like it was just missing. Like there wasn't a thread line going through the music. Like with Scorpion, the thread line was Push, Kanye, Baby Mama. You know what I'm saying? Like there was stories that we got there. We got a arc.
So you don't think that this was Lucy's that he threw together?
No, I don't think there was I don't think it was Lucy's that he threw together.
Like
I just don't think he had
there isn't a theme.
I mean, there's a theme.
Do you so
Young Forever.
Are you
like,
saying
I'm
that there's
Young
no what do you mean thread?
There's not a
I'm
through
taking it as there's no cohesion.
No, there's no through line, meaning like there's nothing to connect everything to each other. Like I said, it was Pusha, Kanye, Baby Mama. Like all of those elements were things that you could see where he was discussing. Here, there isn't anything. Baby Mama, she shut up because all you gotta do is give her some money.
Yeah, she's posting him talk about she love him.
Yeah, like that's what she's supposed to do. Shut up and
also a L
and watch the kid.
Nigga.
Like shut up and watch the kid.
Your
He's doing
baby
straight. Nobody else can touch me. Anytime y'all make noise about me, it doesn't. Huh?
Go ahead.
Oh. Hey, for the dog show.
I was about to say his baby. Cut that out.
Young.
That's a baby.
Why would you say it again if you want me to cut it out?
Okay, cut it out twice. I don't know what to tell you. That
Jesus
his
Christ.
baby mom is a hard face
say
ass
that.
bitch.
Then say that. We can talk about her.
Yeah, his baby mother is a hard face ass bitch.
Yeah, she rough around the edges.
Yeah.
But see, that's another reason why I know that's why.
Nah, she curvy around the edges. She rough everywhere else. That's the only way she got him is because she curvy around the edges.
Did you ever hear the little rumor about the night that she allegedly got pregnant by him?
No, I don't hear rumors about
this is
Drake
why-
other than he touched
this
little
is
girls,
why-
allegedly. Bobby
stop
Billy
putting
Brown. Bobby Brown?
And he had a bar for y'all about that, weirdos. For the
Fucking,
dogs.
there's so many, like, blind items about bitches not wanting to fuck with him because he's weird around little girls, allegedly. Continue.
I need to do some research
Okay,
on that.
allegedly, if something allegedly, maybe, we don't know this, comes out about Drake allegedly grooming little girls allegedly, I wouldn't be shocked allegedly.
So you don't think that something like that would have been came out? Like, come on, let's be for real now.
How long did it take for R. Kelly?
R. Kelly came out, we all knew what was going on. Niggas just didn't care.
Okay.
So
Same shit.
No,
the
it's
rumors
not.
are flying around about
Rumors. We had a tape of R. Kelly. Do people forget
I'm talking about before the tape.
But I'm
Niggas,
saying-
there was stuff about R. Kelly, like
Yeah,
in
but
the
But
culture.
we had like substance. The Aaliyah
and then
marriage.
Millie Bobby Brown was like, "Oh, we're really close friends. We talk on the phone
no, let's
every
talk about
day."
this. No, let's talk about this.
Why are you
No, let's talk
talking-
about this. No, let's talk about
She's
this.
not even a musical artist.
No,
why
she-
are
no,
you?
she-
Why are you on
she's
the
even
phone?
more- I can
Why
tell
are
you
you
why.
on the phone with a little girl every day? What do y'all talk about having
I'll tell you why.
conversations for
I can
mad
tell you what.
long?
I can tell you what.
You're a creepy ass, grooming
No, it's
ass,
not.
old ass man, Drake. You're creepy as fuck. It's weird.
Now, let's be for real, because there's so much that we need to break down in just that logic. For one thing, she's a child star actress, right? What was he? A child star actress. Why would he not see that?
Okay, now he's
and
a
push
40-year-old man.
Okay, but when that was going on, if you see somebody on the come up,
Go get some fucking advice from Drew Barrymore, bitch. Why are you and now she's married. She's engaged to like a grown ass man.
Who, Billy?
Yes.
duh, she's a woman. Just
Bro,
grown as
she's
fuck.
like 18.
That's a woman.
Let's leave this because I don't like your opinion on this and it makes me think less of you.
So 18-year-olds can go and die for your country, but
They shouldn't be
getting
able to do
married-
that.
But I'm just saying
They shouldn't be able to do that.
It don't matter. We
That's
can.
not good logic.
Okay, well, yes, it is because that's what we do. We've literally said you
But
can
they
go to
shouldn't be
jail
able
for
to.
the rest of your life at 18. You can do all this other shit at 18. But by God, make a decision as
If
an
we're
adult.
using the U.S. government's law as a basis
It's better than other countries.
for morality,
Consent in other countries be 9 years old.
for morality,
I'm talking about
Then-
for simple consent. What have we agreed upon
We're-
as a country?
this is not a conversation I want to have if that's your point of reference.
We can't have the conversation if we're not using a reference. Who other country has even a higher age of consent? Nobody.
I'm just saying
We have probably like
that the
top
argument
5%
the
of
argument that people have the consent to do all this stuff at 18 and they shouldn't be considered adults when you shouldn't be considered the point of reference when your cognitive development is fully done. What studies have shown that it's not done till you're about 23. That's when you should be considered an adult.
Then tell these little niggas that these niggas don't need to be paying taxes no more. Give me all my
Okay,
taxes back
like
that I
you-
paid during that
there's-
time.
I don't
There's
know,
a whole
I
bunch
just-
of other shit that we could be doing then if
I
that's
just
the case.
feel like if you're 37, 38, whatever, however
you-
old you are,
you're
there's
not-
no reason that you need to be on
That's
the
not
phone
true.
for hours with a 16-year-old every day, enough that she feels like y'all are close friends, enough that she feels comfortable enough to tell people. That shit is fucking creepy.
Okay, so I'll let you get your point off. Let me get my point off. Yo, you are now incorporating your mindset into everyday people. They are not everyday people. So to even have that, you have to understand that's not how their industry works. You have to have mentors and things of that nature. What you're doing is assuming because of their relationship and because of his age and because you want him to be a predator. And I'm gonna get into I'm gonna get into
example.
That's
that
one.
I
Yeah,
have.
that's one example. Yeah, you're
Okay.
right. But there's other. There's people who you can bring up.
There's decades of rumors about this.
Rumors,
man.
but they have to be substantial. At some point, we can't just say rumors. Everybody's gonna say
Okay.
rumors about people they don't like. Like at some point,
If nobody presses charges,
then if nobody presses charges, then more than likely
they're just rumors.
But if nothing happens,
but women don't press charges, and girls don't press charges about that stuff on a regular basis.
Okay, and if most
women don't come forward,
but most of these women aren't
Why
being
are
assaulting because you're not letting me finish my point. Every time you keep trying to cut me off with your women feminist logic, and you're not letting me explain that you can't put that logic to famous people.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Was she not?
Because they don't live that. They don't live the same life. At 16, did everybody know who you were? Were you a star-studding actress? No. So you can't have that reference point. That's just like when people was going crazy about Tyga and Kylie.
Yeah,
was like
was creepy too.
I mean, you could say it's creepy, but she lives a life that no normal 16, 17-year-old was living at that time. She's grown she's older than more 17-year-olds her age. Like, that's just a real thing. So if her mom is cool with it, then that's all that fucking really matters.
No.
Yes, it does.
Because moms are cool with shit that's creepy all the time.
Yeah, and if she's cool with a 30-year-old fucking her, that's crazy. She's cool with you having a relationship and friends with people in the industry, because that's how it works.
Different people around her.
That's not how the industry works, though. Like, you're trying to turn your own logic into your everyday life into something that's not how superstar life works. You don't get certain things without being cool with people. You're wrong. Like, it's just straight up. No, that's not an opinion. You don't get to certain places without having relationships.
Okay, I disagree.
I mean, it's nothing to disagree about, though. Like, you're just wrong.
You're wrong.
But I'm just trying to see, like, the notion that just because he's older, man, he wasn't 36 when he was talking to her when this happened. He was probably like 29, 28. But when this was happening, like, the mere notion that, because they have a relationship together, that is now, he's doing something wrong. That's y'all view of men. That has nothing he does.
How many 30-year-old men do you have relationships with outside of your family when I
was playing sports?
16.
When I was playing sports, I had relationships with a lot of 30-year-old men who would work out with me. You're a man. Okay. You can say that. I still worked out with women who were 30 years old for sports. Like, that happened. My sister was my sister was one of the top people in this country.
Did you talk? Did you communicate with them regularly
I had relationships
on the phone?
Yes,
outside,
I didn't have a phone at that time.
Outside of a professional setting?
When I was younger, we don't know if they're doing that.
They don't have a same professional setting.
You don't know who their manager are. You don't know any of that. So you don't know what relationship they can have in a managerial way. You don't even know the mentor relationship they can have.
For an alleged predator is crazy.
No, that's because you can throw those kind of buzzwords on somebody with no evidence and then say I'm crazy for just trying to say that may not be happening.
When the evidence comes out,
okay, there was evidence come out. We can discuss the evidence, but you're just saying that because he's a man with money.
First of all,
no, stop that. Stop that. Have a conversation with me or not.
Am I not having a conversation?
No, you're trying to stop me because I'm sweating.
You're the one that's fucking yelling.
Because you keep cutting me off every time I say something, just throwing your little stupid, meaningless buzzwords.
Like, what the fuck?
Stop throwing in buzzwords and have a real conversation.
I'm having a real conversation.
No, you're not. You keep throwing out these feminist buzzwords.
I feel like I'm literally...
But then you're not putting it in reality. Like, put it in reality. Let's say all right, if you're a model, would you be not inclined to try to have relationships with male photographers and people who are in the industry that are males?
Yes, in my industry.
He's in the entertainment industry. He's an actor. He produced the show on Netflix, Top Boy. What are we talking about here?
Let's move on.
No, we're not moving on. You're not making any sense. You keep trying to make these arguments with no evidence. Now it's going to be bad for the show now since you don't want to actually engage. So we'll move forward in our conversation. All right, so Joe Budden had a lot to say about this album. One of the bigger critiques that he said, even though he did some shit that he told me I shouldn't do, which was pretty funny. You said, why you doing the shit you fuck with somebody only to kick they back in? You told me not to do that, but looks like you're doing that with Drake. You said you love the album only to kick his back in, which was mad corny. But he took some personal shots at Drake. Talked about dating 25-year-olds and he need to be around older friends and all this other shit. Well, Drake, again, he said 25 because he knows what's going on more than we would. He's literally this dude's homeboy, so or at least somewhat of a relation. But I just want to say this:
they mans, obviously.
He calls him the boy. He calls him the boy. My thing was, I didn't feel like any of his actual criticisms were really over the line in regards to his critique of the music. What I will say is this narrative that folks love to do about, oh, as a man, you need to grow up and get you some bills. Like, that has to stop. Like, we have to stop. That is hate. Telling a man, especially one who's as successful and has been doing what Drake has been doing, that's fucking hate. Like, that's all that shit is hate. Y'all hate seeing a man, and let's keep it real. Y'all hate seeing a man who can operate in the world the way he does because it reminds y'all of a time when men could operate with impunity and not get in trouble for doing things to women.
I feel like Drake has always like dabbled in different sounds for different albums. He's experimented with different things on a regular basis. Obviously, by having Yachty be your producer and having up-and-coming artists like Tizo Touchdown feature, the album wasn't made for the old hip-hop head nigga. Like, the album wasn't for Joe. Of course, he's going to have that critique of it. The album wasn't for you. I didn't listen to the shit.
He acknowledged that. He acknowledged that the album wasn't for him, though.
Yeah. So, I just don't think there's anything wrong with, like, trying to skew your sound to a younger demographic.
That's what Honestly Nevermind was, though. Honestly Nevermind was him skewing his sound to trying different things and doing things like that. My problem here is the critique itself, because a lot of people are saying this, like, "Oh, you need to grow up. I want to hear him talk about being a father." Y'all shut y'all corny asses up.
I don't want to hear about him being a father at all.
When Chance the Rapper did that corny ass shit, we rightfully kicked his ass out the building.
We roasted the fuck out that nigga.
Nobody wants to hear about
start
that
doing drugs again.
Please.
Start doing acid. Like, the fucking acid rap was fucking amazing. You're going on a 10-year acid rap tour. You can't do that with any of y'all the albums. Start doing drugs again, nigga. Continue.
Please.
That triggered me.
No,
specifically.
But this is what I'm saying. It's like, I hate this mind frame that we have where, like, as a man, to mature means you have to grab a bill, which was a woman, and procreate and make more bills with her. Like, no. Like, if I'm at the top of my craft, I'm at the top of my field, I can create the reality I want. And if the best times of my life when I was 25, 26, 27, I'm going to keep reliving that. I'm going to have it on repeat. I'm going to spin till it can't go no more. Why would I stop that? For who? Time did that to y'all. Time turned you from a rapper to a podcaster. Time turns all of y'all into the people y'all dream to be, to the people y'all are. That nigga's a star. The golden boy, if you will. I'm not giving that up for nothing. Y'all gonna have to pull me out the club. Y'all gonna have to tell these young girls to stop messing with me, because I'm going after it. I'm living this life until I can't live it no more. What benefit does he get from being with a woman now when he can be with a woman when he's 50? Like, where does he get from that? Nothing. He gonna end up looking like Will Smith. I think that's the best reason why I'm so glad he didn't get with Rihanna, because I think that's what would have happened to him. So before we get into that, is there anything else we want to get into with the Drake album itself?
No, I didn't listen to it.
You're a hater. So. For the dogs. Let me give it one more time for the dogs. Got this hater over here.
Yeah, I'm not going to be surprised when Drake ends up in a court.
Whatever. We moving to Canada. They're going to have to extradite us from the mansion. Get us out of there. You heard what Vlad said, though?
No, I don't pay attention to anything that white man says.
Hold on, I'm going to bring the tweet up. He went at Drake and DJ Khaled. It was actually pretty funny. It was a super long tweet. Like, Elon Musk, like, why are you giving niggas that many characters, young? He shouldn't have been able to get that shit off the way he did. Oh, shit. And it's actually going to bleed into what we are about to talk about this next topic. So it'll be a nice little mesh over to get into the serious shit. All right, Vlad TV. I'll just read a couple paragraphs in the beginning. Has anyone ever noticed that the most famous Jewish person on earth, Drake, and the most famous Palestinian person on earth, DJ Khaled, haven't said a single thing about the Gaza-Israel conflict? It's not like Drake's too busy. He's writing paragraphs about Joe Budden and his hurt feelings for his new album. DJ Khaled has been working overtime promoting his new Jordan sneakers. But both of them have been silent on the topic. Why is that?
They're capitalists.
Well, he said it's because...
They have their own shit going on. They want you to buy they shit. and make them money.
And that's what
period.
That's what he was getting into. He basically said was
Don't give a
it's
fuck
because
what's
both of them
going
are
on.
so thirsty to maintain their relevance is that they have even dared risk insulting a segment of their fan base.
First of all, Drake never says anything about anything political or
because the last time he tried, he had blackface on his face, and that shit did not turn around too well.
Like, Drake doesn't let his political opinions be known. Don't nobody give a fuck what Drake thinks. Nobody gives a fuck what Drake thinks. Don't nobody give a fuck what DJ fucking Khaled thinks. In a time like this, fuck DJ Khaled.
But see, I get what you're saying, because there is a part of this that's like the whole, what does Ja Rule have to say about at a time like this? But in the same token,
you got the reference.
In the same token, there is also a world where there is a level of accountability that they kind of have to show. Because, again, you don't get to have this star on you and not use it.
Let me ask you something, though.
You saw what I did there, Star David?
Yeah. Let me just say, I'm Drake, right?
Drake?
I'm not educated on this shit. I don't necessarily give a fuck because I'm rich as shit. And this is outside of my world, my egocentric world. He probably just now finding out what's going on.
He probably just found out about Israel.
He probably just found out.
No, there's a whole country of just Jews?
He's never been there. He's never made the pilgrimage. He's probably not that.
He did the bar mitzvah in his
His mom is Jewish, but his dad is still, he's not that Jewish, my nigga. Like, come on.
If your mom's Jewish, you in there. That's all it takes.
That's literally all it takes. That's the
mom.
number one and only, like.
Gotta know you came out of a Jewish vagina.
Yeah. But other than that, like, I don't know why. Who the fuck is expecting Drake to say anything?
I don't expect Drake.
And then DJ Khaled.
But DJ Khaled, come on. If you know what
DJ Khaled don't even say the same words he says repeatedly accurately.
We the best.
He said the same shit over and over and over again, and he still sounds like a bumbling idiot when he says the repetition of the words he always says.
My thing with this is
I don't give a fuck.
I'm not mad at Vlad because I understand what he's doing. He's not saying that you have to say something. What he's saying is that look who these people are. Measure them on who they are. If you're not willing to know where you're from and you see that your country is being bombed halfway to fucking hell.
I just think they're both stupid.
No, it's at some point it's this. You're either stupid or sinister, okay? And you know how I am with that. I usually assume people are sinister because I don't like to assume people are stupid.
Nah, I like to assume people are stupid.
That's disrespectful. I'd rather assume you're my enemy than that you're an idiot.
I feel like assuming somebody is sinister is another form of disrespect.
That's respect, because I think that you have a plan that you could potentially.
Oh yeah,
I'm looking at you like somebody who I need to look out for.
I don't think
if I look at you like you're stupid,
enough.
then I don't need to worry about you. That's why I always my first notion is to always think of people as sinister, because if I think of you as stupid, then I'm gonna lose respect for you.
Yeah, I generally don't respect.
But you see that even when we get into stuff, you'll see that I'll be like, I'll get mad because I'm thinking you planned it out rather than you just reacted to something.
No, I'm a fucking Sagittarius. I be winging it. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but I assume. But then because my other notion
winging it
is
half the fun of life.
But I just told you what my other assumption is, so I don't want to put my other assumption on you that you're being dumb.
Sometimes you just want to have a little fun. Wing it. Spontaneity. Okay.
Oh my goodness. All right, so we can bleed into. Do you want to keep going into the Israel-Palestine conflict, or we want to wait till a little bit later?
We can continue it and continue getting into it since we already.
Because we got the BET Awards, we still got to talk about.
We already talked. Yeah, we'll get into it after. Let's finish this up and then we'll get into the BET Awards.
Okay. So
I think it's really crazy to see in real time.
Well, bring people what's going on, just so we can let them know.
So in the past couple days, there was an attack. There's one group in Palestine. What's their name?
Hamas.
So they attacked the music festival, and about like 120, like 200 people allegedly have died or been injured from this attack. The media has been making it seem like Palestine just attacked Israel, and they haven't really given the public context of the turmoil that's been going on since the end of World War One, basically.
No, two.
Two?
That's when they brought the Jewish people to the Israel state.
Yeah. So these people had their land. They were chilling. Okay. They weren't really chilling. It was war. But like, the United Nations just basically, without Palestine's permission or consent or asking, they didn't talk to them at all.
There was some conversations, but there were supposed to be rules in place because Palestinians at first wanted them to come. Yo, we all brothers, we all sons of Abraham.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They wanted them to come into the thing, but we needed to have certain places. Like, cause they put the Jews in the bad place. Like, it wasn't bad. It was mediocre. It wasn't the best place in the area, but it wasn't also the worst place. And so the Jewish people in the area started wanting to expand. You got U.S. powers behind you.
The Jewish people also felt like this land in the book was written to be theirs.
Yeah, I mean that's another part of it too. That this is also where it's large part of it stems from, which also is kind of funny because it's like, do y'all read the what is it, the Torah?
I don't know.
I think do y'all read the Old Testament? Because if I'm correct, and again I'm an atheist, but I'm a pretty well known.
Is it not Quran?
That's for Muslims, honey.
Okay.
It's like the Torah or something like that, or Turan or something like that.
It's not
Torah or something. It's something with a T. I can't remember how to say it.
Yeah,
Google it. But in their Bible, it pretty much clears they had to conquer their land when they left Egypt. Correct me if I'm wrong, my Israeli brothers, but y'all were instructed to take the land back from the Canaanites. No. So this land has never really been y'all's. Y'all just told us that y'all high father said that it was y'all's. And then
Torah.
So okay, I was close. So it was y'all told us y'all high father said it was y'all's. And since America has Christian beliefs, and also another reason why America is so like the kind of conspiracy religious region of why we're so protective of Israel is because a lot of Jewish people, a lot of Christian people, especially in the Republican faction of it, they believe is that when Jesus will come back, when all of the people are in Israel. So that's a big reason why our country is so big on that, because there's a underlying religious antidote, if you want to call it, where, hey, if we get all the Jewish people and their motherland, the prophecy will come true.
Whole time the black people are the real Israelites.
So I guess that means we'll never get in there.
Nigga, y'all all going to jail and hell.
Jesus just sitting there like, oh, no, we ain't come back. No.
Yeah, y'all stole all the black people from their motherland, refused to return us. Y'all all going to fucking hell, burning with the devil. Satan himself.
I don't think we can say that.
I'm not talking about I'm not talking about Jewish people specifically. I'm talking about everybody other than black people.
Okay.
Leave that in.
I was going to say Fittler.
Niggler.
Oh, shit. All right, relax,
my
Kyrie.
neck hurt. My neck
relax,
hurt.
Relax, Kyrie. God damn. All right, so we got to get into some more of this because there's been so much misinformation with this. Like, I'm going to be honest with you.
Ooh.
I'm free Palestine.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Just because
as a nigger, you cannot be anything else other than free Palestine, you dumb bitch.
The way I see it like is this. Is that I look at the way that they've gone through and I see that if there wasn't TV cameras and things like that during our oppression, this is how we would have looked. If nobody cared the way nobody cares about Palestine, black people would be in a very similar situation where we'd have to go through occupation things, like different little checkpoints to us to get around. A lot of like that's literally the apartheid, like they were doing in South Africa. Like that's literally what Jim Crow would have led to.
If y'all paid, like, it's just really crazy how when something bad happens to people in Israel, it gets like national news, but like there's atrocities happening to the people of Palestine on a weekly basis since like 1914, and that shit does not get national coverage every time. They were pouring cement into like their watering holes, their wells, their canals.
They were taking
like,
homes.
They were literally colonizing home by home. Like a nigga would literally be at your dining room table like, this is mine now.
I seen one where the Palestinian people let the Israel people live with them, and then they end up taking their home from them.
Not squatters' rights while I'm still in this bitch with you. Like,
I saw another video where the guy was like, "Oh, if I don't take y'all place, somebody else is."
How about no?
And it's just, no, it's just like,
how about you just let me have my shit?
It's really just sad because if you really look into, even when you go deeper into it, other Arab people don't fuck with them. Like, they're really treated like trash. Like,
for no reason.
We're here. Like, I'm seeing government Israeli officials literally saying we're going to wipe them off the ground. Y'all know who did it. Y'all keep saying Hamas, but then y'all want to wipe the entire Gaza strip. You want to send it to ash?
The amount of tweets where people have been like,
them niggas not even there. The leaders of Hamas are in Turkey. Niggas know that.
The amount of tweets that have been condemning the entire, like, all of the Palestinian people are terrorists and we need to condemn them.
Fuck nigga from what's that nigga? Stranger Things. Did you see him?
The little white bitch.
Yeah, the little. I don't want to call him out as homophobic name or anything, but little squirrely boy,
sassy little bitch.
Talking about it's either you support Israel or
with your
terrorism.
Fucking bowl cut and your translucent skin and your paper thin fucking lips. You are the worst of the Caucasians. You literally have all of the worst mutations that come from the Caucasian bloodline.
And then you got Jamie Lee Curtis being lame as hell, posting something.
That's why you don't have no fucking awards, Emmys, or fucking anything of that nature, you fucking bitch.
I wish Michael would have. Well, actually, she did get that award from.
She did?
From Everything Everywhere All at Once. She got an award for that.
What? No, because the Asian girl was supposed to get that. She wasn't even.
No, it was somebody else. The Asian girl was the lead.
She was the supporting cast.
Yeah, it was somebody else.
How you get an award as supporting?
They have best supporting character, baby.
Stop defending this white woman.
I'm not defending the white woman. I'm defending you not knowing the information.
You should have been like, that bitch shouldn't have got shit.
She should have. There was another person well deserving of it, but that's a different conversation than what you were having.
Period. No.
But then you got her. No, she posted children from Gaza and then thinking they were Israelis, which we got to talk about that too. Why this is another hard way to look at this war, because y'all motherfuckers look alike. Y'all all sons of Abraham.
You are the same people.
Y'all have a brother. Y'all are brothers, okay? Your daddy slept with a side cheek piece and Sarah, okay? Y'all both got pregnant. God promised y'all both lands. It's in the book. Like, why are y'all beefing?
First of all, fuck the book. You niggas wrote that shit.
Why are y'all? No, actually, well, the one I'm talking about, we rewrote.
Like,
we got some shit. Well, but the
humans.
King James.
I'm just saying humans.
I mean, I feel you. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of issues that it's just so crazy just to hear. And it's like when they start talking about their quote unquote self-defense, they can just do with reckless abandon. Like, they actually have places where they're sitting there watching them bomb the Gaza Strip like it's a fucking football game. Like, they're just sitting there watching it with a view. Like, and it's so hard because, like, I don't want to see innocent people or anybody get hurt. But when you treat a certain people like they're trash, you call them animals. When they get themselves back together, what the fuck you think they about to do? We about to be some animals on y'all niggas. We going ham. Mm-hmm. Y'all didn't care about us, so why would we care about you? And now I'm no way condoning any of their actions, but damn, if a nigga trying to get it off, shit, he got to do what he got to do. You know, 40% of their population is under 14.
40%?
40% of their population under 14. You are breeding the next wave of terrorists.
They're trying to wipe these people out.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
Like, we're seeing it in real time, and it's really fucking scary that, like, so many people don't realize what's going on, because all you have to do is, like, read one good article.
I mean, you just have to do this. Nigga, all
just
you
do
is
a little bit of
studies.
research.
No, pay attention to social studies. Nigga, I remember when we learned about when Israel became a state.
this isn't something that's regularly taught in social studies in schools, especially now that like critical race theory and like this isn't something that you can
critical race theory.
No, I'm just saying like this isn't something that you can count on being taught to you
World
in school.
War II?
The specific conflict between Israel and Palestine.
I understand that, but you can get the. My thing is this.
I know World War II was taught to us.
When I was introduced to it, this is how I was introduced to the start of the conflict. Wasn't about the conflict. It was they told me, hey, after World War II, they took this land and occupied this land for the Israel people.
I wasn't taught that in like middle school.
You wasn't taught that's when Israel became a state?
No.
That was an answer. That was a question on the test. Again, I did go to a Christian school, so. But yeah, like that was part of the thing. Like, so I was already aware. Okay, there was not an Israel before 1945. There was not an Israel state. So for them Palestine. So now there is a new state there. Okay, now we got some questions to ask here.
Where did it come? What is this land? What happened to the people
why the
before?
Fuck do you feel like you're entitled? Why do you feel like if we let you come in here, I open my door up for you,
and then you rename
why the fuck
shit?
do you think that you can even have any kind of sphere of influence over here, nigga? You part of us.
Just be appreciative.
Because if it was us, they didn't treat us. They would be killing our ass. If it was the other way around, look what they did in South Africa. Nigga, Africa is full of black people, and they came to the tip of South Africa and roughshod that whole shit. Everybody in there now, apartheid. They out there building up same organizations like Hamas.
South Africa is fighting back finally.
I mean, they were fighting back before. It's just it takes time. It takes resources.
It takes time.
When you got fucking the CIA,
they were fully just like murdering white people.
Well, we could also see
a year or two ago, they were just like murdering all the white farmers, just like killing them.
Yeah, we was looking about. Remember, we was watching Buddy and them who was talking about that. But no, I'm just saying, like, if you just go into all the proxy wars that are happening, if you go to the Middle East, all the proxy wars that's there, like, I don't think people understand. Look up Iran in 1970. Shit looked like just like anywhere else. The women dressed just like anywhere else. It wasn't until America came in and the CIA started putting in these shell leaders, and they were the ones who were out here making people be super strict religious. Like, that was not a normal thing to be that strict and religious in the 70s in that time period.
I didn't know that. I thought like Iran, Iraq, like they
were moving at the same trajectory as the rest of the world.
So the women weren't like...
No, they was wearing skirts. Going to college.
Knees out.
Nah, it wasn't. It was 70s, so they still wasn't knees out yet.
Okay, ankles out?
Yeah, ankles out.
Okay, elbows?
Yeah, you see ankles. Fair. They look just like how you be dressing sometimes.
Okay.
Like, they were normal. Like, I don't want to call it normal, but they were moving in the same trajectory as the rest of the world. Women were going to college.
They looked like what American women look like when
they look like where the world in totality was going. Like, and then once you got the resources and stuff, and you understand, well, we can't let these people think freely like we let our people think. So we gotta put a dictator in there that's going to control the women, control the people, and all those things like that, because we can't have everybody thinking for themselves. You remember when the Arab Spring happened in 2010 and 11? Niggas was flipping out. They had to go kill Gaddafi because of that shit. They did. That shit was for real. And like, this shit just be sitting in my head all day.
The same thing happens in Haiti every time there's a leader.
That's what I was gonna say. It's just another leader
who is trying to veer outside of what they've wanted,
what the U.S. intelligence want.
Yeah. Every time there's a Haitian leader who's trying to bring the diaspora and the Haitian people together and bring us out of the nonsense that we were put in through colonialism and everything, then they're always assassinated. Something always happens.
You start from place one again.
Jovenel assassinated. Fucking Aristide No, he wasn't assassinated. There was a whole like fucking smear campaign against him. Then he was arrested and expedited somewhere else to go to jail. Like, it's always something.
And they do the same thing in the Middle East.
Yeah.
And my thing is this.
And then people are put in power specifically so that they can exact what
the same thing. Like, if you look up Fargo. Have you ever seen that movie Fargo?
No. Is it with the lizards?
No, this is a real movie about people that happened in Iran.
Okay. No, I swear to God, there was a... Hold on.
It's called Fargo. And it has Ben Affleck in it, I believe. But basically, in that movie, they had a bunch of journalists and people who went over there, and they had to sneak them back to America because there was a revolt that the CIA helped fund. and end up getting all these Americans trapped. And there's been Americans who died in Palestine. I think I read the last report I read was like 22.
Oh, it was Rango. Sorry. Fargo, Rango. I was
Hey,
close.
yo, just be glad you're cute, yo.
Continue.
But no, but yeah, so it's just, like I said, it's a lot. So one thing I'm kind of worried about, though, is this Friday. So I don't know if you heard about, and again, I don't know if this is true. It's been so hard to authenticate anything because, like I said, there's just so much misinformation, so many people who are wanting to be on the side of the people who they believe are in trouble, and then they keep realizing, oh, those are the people I'm not supposed to be rooting for. And it's so sad seeing that. I even posted an old picture of Dwight Howard that it was like when Twitter was first started, and he had tweeted "Free Palestine," and I had said this is the first time Dwight Howard ever stood for anything. First and only time he ever stood for anything is when he tweeted it. He deleted it right after. That was the first time I ever saw a celebrity tweet something and then delete it. It was so crazy. I was like, whoa, like y'all niggas is pussy. y'all have overseers, and that shit happened fast. But I still remember "Free Palestine" from Dwight Howard, man. I know that's still in your heart, sir. Unless them.
All of these artists that are, if they're
He's an athlete.
Artists, athletes, celebrities, whatever, all of the artists that have been supporting Israel and posting things in support of Israel, that's just because they want their checks still signed.
I mean, well, we've seen a bunch of people. Like I showed you the dude who was writing for Philly Vice. I think his name was Jackson. He was a reporter who got fired for showing support of Palestine. And then my girl Mila Khalifa. She lost her Playboy bag.
From Playboy, yeah, because they said that she showed support for Hamas, but she specifically condemned them in her post. But whatever.
No, but she was just saying, like, I did see some of the tweets that they were talking about, but she was basically saying like the same thing we've just been saying. Like, there's been so much stuff that's happening. Now y'all want to get up in arms when people retaliate.
Yeah,
it's just like being in school.
It's just like it's a violent way to retaliate, but you can't blame niggas who've been oppressed for that
Especially
long.
the way they've been oppressed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's been very violent and aggressive.
I can't tell you how many times I've watched videos of Israeli police and officers abusing Palestinian citizens on the regular.
Just at funerals. Did you see that video? They were carrying the casket, the Palestinian people, and then the Israeli officers came, started beating them with sticks as they were carrying the casket.
They don't treat them as people.
Bro, they literally from a long time ago, they were like, we need to wipe these people off of this land. If you say that about somebody, you don't see them as human.
You don't. And then you can't expect humanity.
What do you mean wipe these people off? Like, these are human beings who your God put here just as he put you here.
And even more so, they're y'all kin.
Y'all are literally the same people.
Father Abraham had many fucking sons.
As a nigga, I don't see the difference.
And that's the shit that be killing me, yo. Y'all niggas look
y'all
the fucking same.
Are cousins.
Unless we talking about the white Jews, European Jews, y'all niggas be looking the same. The sun be doing the sun to y'all. All y'all niggas is tan.
The sun be sunning.
Having all y'all looking dark orange.
Okay, and then let's not talk about the Jufro niggas.
Shout out to the Israel and the Jews who are supporting Palestine, though.
Yeah, there are. I've seen a handful.
Kanye was right.
There was one Jewish guy. He had the yarmulke on. He had the little swirly swirls, and he was killing them. He was like, "Nah, we occupied their land," and I was like, "Good." Like, you sometimes
make sense with it, but it's just unfortunate.
When you're in the wrong, it's hard to admit that you're in the wrong, and it's hard to take accountability, especially if y'all have been doing it for generations. It's hard to unlearn the propaganda.
That's the crazy part.
It's hard to unlearn the propaganda that's been in your ears for a very long time, but I just want everyone to do their own research,
or listen to us,
or that.
But I guess
if you're too lazy to form your own opinion, just adopt our opinions.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what we're here for.
And leave a like in the comment too. But no, I just feel like overall, I don't want to see this getting bad because I like I said, the alleged comment from one of the leaders of Hamas was encouraging a jihad or whatever on the 13th this Friday. again, I don't believe a lot of the information coming out. Just because, again, like the 40 baby shit, I don't believe that shit's cap. I don't believe they found 40 dead babies.
But
where the fuck they raid a hospital? Where the fuck you find 40 dead babies at?
That's already been refuted.
The 40 dead babies with their head cut off? It's been refuted, or they said they just... I haven't seen that it's been refuted. I just saw that they said they haven't verified it yet.
Okay, because
the Israel media is still pushing it. Like, come on. Where do you find 40 babies at? You probably can't go nowhere besides a hospital and find 40 babies.
Right?
Like, that sounds crazy as fuck. Oh my God, man. Just, hey, all I ask y'all out here is to do y'all due diligence. Have a heart.
No, most of the articles are still saying that 40 babies were
beheaded
by Hamas.
But they haven't confirmed. They haven't shown any evidence have been provided to anybody to know that.
Hamas has denied its militants beheaded children or attacked women. The militant group's spokesman and senior official Azat al-Rashik on Wednesday described the accusation as fabricated and baseless allegations.
Free Palestine.
I'm sure they were not running around cutting babies' heads off. And first of all, where the fuck did they find 40 babies in the general
I don't even
vicinity?
think you can go in the hospital and see 40 babies in
where
there.
Where the fuck are you finding 40 whole babies? And then they had other shit to do in the meantime.
Like, so what did they do?
So
did they transport the babies, yo? Like, what?
They had a very specific mission of killing everybody and also very specifically killing babies.
So either they did one of two things. They either killed the baby and transported it, or they rode with the child crying the whole time. 40 children crying?
Either way.
Come on, yo.
Unbelievable.
Kanye was right.
I don't know about that one. But
hey, Kanye was right. Here's what he was warning us about. If Kanye was more of an intelligent speaker, this is what he was really trying to get to.
Kanye was not smart enough to eloquently get across what he needed to get across. And when dumb niggas who have a platform that big speak, they do more harm than good. Which is why I think that niggas like DJ Khaled should continue to shut the fuck up. Because you do not have the means to have this conversation.
True, but you do have the resources to be able to put it in the right spot and to put the right people in position.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe
you gotta at some point
have somebody.
At some point, having that money, you gotta have some type of accountability and responsibility, or we just gonna keep calling you.
Repost the video, nigga. Just repost the video. That's what you gotta do. Repost it. Find somebody who is smart and knows what's going on and can thoroughly explain to people what's going on, and then post that on your story once a day, every day.
Shit's crazy, yo. I'm just saying.
That's all you got to do.
I think, and that's where a lot of, because again, with the niggas, he was messing with like Nick Fuentes and stuff like that. Because even when supporting Palestine, Nick Fuentes, his little racist ass.
Who is Nick Fuentes?
He's the nigga who was anti-Semitic and all that stuff, who was rolling around with Kanye, the white boy. He was on Adam 22, No Jumper shit.
Is that the boy who bought the Wu-Tang thing?
Nah, that's the nigga who did the AIDS shit. That's
okay. No, that was the diabetes nigga, right?
No.
Did he do AIDS and diabetes?
No. This nigga is just a nigga who talks.
Okay. I don't know. I have no idea who he is.
He's just, yeah. But basically, he was out there talking about support of Palestine, but he's a known anti-Semitic, so it's kind of like up in the air.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
we're not going to take that one.
You're just saying that because you hate the other group, too.
Yeah. What we got next?
All right. Kanye was right, though. Speaking of Kanye, let's get ready. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So ATL Jacob just had a crazy tweet that's been going viral that's had a lot of people up in arms. Mm-hmm. And I want to see what you think about it. Because I know you were talking about you not being the hip-hop gal.
Well, I used to be. I used to be very much into hip-hop. I just, for the past couple of years, Afrobeats and Caribbean music has had my heart.
All right, before I do that, though, we just talked about, so you heard about Sergio Brown? So he's a player for the Jacksonville Jaguars, NFL player. Mom found dead. This nigga was in Mexico when his mom died, or when his mom was found dead. Mm-hmm. They believe him to be linked to the murder, and he has been deported.
How was he linked to the murder if he was in Mexico?
Because he killed her and went to Mexico, baby.
Oh, okay. I thought she died while he was in Mexico.
No, she killed her. Why
would you be rich and kill your mama? What?
Well, you gotta understand, when you're a football player, that doesn't make you being rich.
Oh, not CTE.
No, you just could literally just be only making a couple $100,000 a year.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like you really could literally
Yeah,
be
that didn't even register, like, in my mind.
All right, hold on. Let me find this. Where did I have this shit at? It's like one of the most recent likes. Okay, whatever, fuck it. This nigga said basically that Tupac and Kanye West have been more influential in music and in hip hop than Tupac. And I have to tell y'all something. I don't think a lot of people realize this. Tupac died at 24. So that's my thing is this. The nigga died young. There is no way
I was trying to find
that somebody like Kanye and Future, the grip that they've had on their culture, would not have surpassed them in regards to influence.
Yeah.
Like, again, I keep trying to say, like,
these niggas been alive for longer.
Niggas keep talking about shit that Tupac woulda did. The nigga ain't gonna be able to do it. So you can't influence shit or what you woulda did.
Cause he's dead as fuck.
And then can we keep it real too? Like, I don't think a lot of people actually, because Tupac is dead, we could do this thing where like we remember this particular Tupac. Like I remember like this girl that I used to follow, she was saying something flattering about Tupac. And I put a video of Tupac saying the complete opposite. It was like a video of him saying, "Oh, I make this music, you give me your $13, that's our relationship." And that was him saying that. And she goes in, "Oh, well, he hadn't learned then. He wasn't like, yo, I'm tired of y'all giving this man so much leash. He's not here with us. His life is been encompassed in what it was. And you can judge it from there. But this idea of like, oh, nobody can touch what he brought to the table. The nigga was rapping from what, 17 to 24 or 18 to 24? Yo.
I don't know.
Yes, he had he had a good body, 2 good bodies of work during that time. Nobody's taking that away from him. But this nigga Future, from 2010 to now, has had a crazy run. He has done Tupac twice during that time. With just his
a lot of people have at this point.
Well, I mean, I'm not even saying just influence. I'm talking about his actual influence on the culture. Niggas were making songs to sound like Future.
Yeah.
I remember Panda. I was there. Kanye. I was wearing the shades. I didn't want to cut my hair bald at 18. I wanted a fade and some lines. I wanted the eyes with the glasses with the shutters on them. I wanted to wear the Muslim scarves. I wasn't trying to put a bandana on my head and tattoo thug life on my stuff. No. And I'm not the only one who was living that life.
Yeah, I mean,
like to say that Future,
that was a whole thing,
and Kanye having backflipped Tupac in the influential department is asinine.
Yeah, they were selling those glasses and those scarves in the beauty supply. You know how big a trend has to get for the Asians to be like, okay, these niggers want these things.
She ain't lying.
So we have to sell them. And Kanye did that. It's unfortunate that it's just the ramblings of a fucking madman now. But back then he definitely had a lot of influence.
He still does.
He still does, but it's just...
We literally in real time watching Adidas get on their knees. Right now they're wiping their mouth right now because they're about to dry it, make sure it's all dried up. And they're about to pull his pants down and they're going to get on his ball sack.
That's how I know you a straight man, because why do you want to make sure your mouth is dry before you suck a dick? That's not how you do that.
And I'm talking about the around your mouth.
Nowhere needs to be dry.
I'm just telling you, well, that's how you know I'm not gay, because I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I'm very confident in you never having sucked a dick in your life.
Ever. Before we get off this Tupac thing, though, you hear about what's been going on with Diddy?
Niggas want Diddy to go to jail, right?
Well, they saying that Keefe D is saying allegedly that Diddy is the one who basically put the battery in the back to kill Tupac.
Oh.
And was willing to put up the money. Basically, he was talking about, this is what he was saying, that Diddy was talking about it, putting it in the air. When an altercation happened with Tupac and those group of Crips, it just kind of was like, okay, let's just kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You disrespected our man, and we know we're going to get a reward for taking you out. So that's what it seems like it's come to. And I think it's just hilarious that Diddy gave away everybody their their masters or their publishing right before this happened.
Nigga, I might go to jail. Y'all might as well get your shit
no,
back.
but you know what it was? Because did you see what Shawty from Danny D. Kane said?
No.
There was an NDA included with it. So if you signed it and got your
she didn't sign it, right?
Yeah, she didn't sign it. But that was, what do you think that's about? I'm gonna give everybody back their pub, their worthless pub, and I get you to sign an NDA with it as well?
Yeah, he was just trying to get people to shut the fuck up.
He trying to get people to not to talk.
Yeah.
He's trying to get people not to say anything. That's why this, like, when I started thinking about that, I was like, he did do that. I saw her interview where she said that they had an NDA that it included with it, and then now you got Buddy coming out. You know he knew. You know somebody in Cali and LAPD was telling, hey, bro, we about to bam this nigga up, and he's talking about you. Like, you better get prepared. And I think that's what he was doing, trying to get prepared, trying to give everybody their shit back. Nasty behavior. Nasty behavior.
We'll see if you're right.
We will. All right, BET Awards, baby.
Yeah. So
Okay,
the BET Awards was last night.
Let's fair. We have to be honest with the people.
We didn't watch that shit.
No, let's be honest for real. Let's look in the camera. My name is Rhetoric, and this is Fair. And I would like to apologize for being a bad Negro. On September 10th, I was off. Fair was off.
I had a migraine.
We were sitting around our apartment,
I was asleep.
and we did not watch the BET Awards.
I had a migraine.
We are trifling because we watched the white VMAs together and smile. We almost watched it twice.
Yeah. It was phenomenal.
We
honestly.
could not bring that same energy for our own, which is owned by the whites anyway, for our own.
We didn't even know the BET Awards were coming on last night.
We didn't know they were coming. We didn't know they were coming.
Marketing, garbage.
We didn't know what day it was coming, but we knew they were coming because remember we talked.
We didn't know the exact day.
We knew they were in Atlanta. We knew when they were in Atlanta doing the filming.
Yeah, we knew it was coming in a couple days, but we had no idea.
I'm a bad Negro, and I apologize. This message is from Talk FNF
We're
TV.
bad blacks.
We are bad coloreds.
Bad blacks.
Bad blacks. Now we got bad blacks.
Nope. Stop. All right. So
That's our op.
the BET Awards premiered last night. I'm just going to do a quick run through of the award winners, and then if we have any opinions on
I got a few.
the specific awards that were won by the specific people, we'll stop. We'll do a blurb. We'll keep moving. So, number 1 Viewers' Choice Award was Break My Soul, Beyonce, of course, because the queen. Best Female R&B Pop Artist, SZA, my girl, also.
R&B pop.
She does R&B and she does pop.
So, okay. That just sounds weird.
R&B/pop. Maybe I just read it weird. Best Male R&B/pop Artist, Usher and Chris Brown. They both won it.
Beef. They didn't want them to fight.
Yeah, I feel like
Chris would have definitely found Usher.
Usher should have got that.
In Vegas.
So best group was Drake and 21 Savage.
What was the name of their group?
Drake and 21 Savage.
21 Drakes.
What would their group name be?
It would be something like British and Canadian at the same time, like fish and chips or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or hockey and rugby.
Thugs and Twinks. All right.
Oh,
so it needed to be an alliteration. That's why it took me so long to come up with it.
Okay, you were working on it.
So, best collaboration is Wait For You, Future, Drake, and Thames.
You are
know
so
that
off
song?
pitch. Yes, but you are so off pitch.
There wasn't nobody trying to be on pitch, bitch. So,
Disrespect.
it rhymed. Best female hip hop artist,
Ice Spice.
Lotto. Ice Spice was nominated. So the nominees, let me read y'all the nominees in this one. Cardi, Coily Ray, Glorilla, Ice Spice, Meg Thee Stallion, and Nicki Minaj. So I feel like this year, I don't know if
She get her money off the flow, but I'm still getting more.
I thought Ice Spice would have probably won this
She
one
should
at
have.
the BET Awards for this year.
Ice Spice
but
has been eating. But Off the Floor was hard though. So.
But there's still like up and coming artists. She might have gotten that. So best male hip hop artist, Kendrick Lamar won again for the 3rd year in a row.
Shit.
Video of the year.
Hold on. He won 2 years in a row. Nigga didn't even have an album in the last 2 years. He just came out album this year, didn't he?
He was on shit. He was on Baby Keem's album real heavy. He was on Black is King real heavy.
Mm-hmm. He did drop that and then he also did.
And then he did the Lion
that was
King.
2018 though.
The Lion King
Lion
soundtrack.
King. Oh, I thought he did Black Panther. He did both.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the nigga's been working. Video of the year is Kill Bill by SZA. That was a really good video. I don't know if she is still connected. I don't know if Kendrick or SZA are still connected.
Kendrick
to
isn't officially anymore, but they still fam.
Yeah, they're still a family.
And I know SZA is because this last album was dropped off TDE. Because she was talking to Top about dropping it.
So, video of the year is Tiana Taylor, and I didn't know her.
What video?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
That's crazy. Why wouldn't they? Are they saying like she directed the video? Or are they just saying?
Yeah, she's video director of the year.
You said video of the year.
Oh no, video director of the year is Tiana Taylor. I didn't know her director name was Spike T.
Boo! I don't like
T.
that.
Well, she's from.
I know. I get
Harlem.
it. Spike Lee. I get it.
So
it's still Boo. She's better than that.
It's not Boo.
She's better than that.
You're a whack bitch.
She could have been Taylor.
Best new artist. My bitch, Coco Jones. That chocolate goddess. I fucking love her.
I thought she'd been out for like 5 years.
She dropped her first EP like this year.
Oh.
Like a couple months ago.
Well, I used to see on the Disney Channel. That's probably why I think she was.
Yeah, her first.
She never dropped a Disney album?
Nobody gives a fuck about Disney albums. She dropped her first.
That's still your debut.
Debut? Damn.
Debut.
I'm
not meant to speak the King's English, okay? So Shim, I'm sorry. Like I don't speak the Queen's English.
He's inbred, so
fuck you. I'm not inbred, you country ass nigga.
I'm nowhere near country.
Blood wizard.
Okay, better. Best new artist is Coco Jones. I thought Ice Spice was gonna win that, but I'm glad Coco Jones won that. Honestly,
I mean they couldn't give it to two yellow girls, could they?
Album of the year.
The 90s.
Album of the year is Renaissance and SOS. SZA's SOS. I feel like Renaissance could have safely just got
But
that.
Renaissance wasn't that last year?
No.
Yes, it was.
It doesn't matter.
I'm saying, like that's what I don't get. It's like why are we still acting like she's doing shit this year?
I don't even give a fuck about this.
Which one?
Gospel Award. We don't give a fuck. Best movie was Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Best actor. Best actor.
What's in the running for that? Michael
Creed,
B. Jordan.
Creed 3, Emancipation, Nope, The Woman King, Till, and Whitney Houston Wanna Dance with Somebody.
That movie was nobody watched that movie.
I saw it.
You did?
Yeah.
I heard she wasn't good to play. Who played Whitney? The girl who played
Whitney.
It was trash, right?
It was normal to me. I don't know. I watched the whole thing. I didn't.
Yeah, somebody said it was it looked like a Lifetime movie.
It did, yeah. I didn't love it or hate it. It was just there.
If it's Whitney Houston and you don't love it, it's a problem.
Yeah. Best actor, Danson Idris won. Damson. So I want to read
for what?
Best actor.
For Snowfall? Did it say?
Best actor.
I'm just asking.
So, Amin Joseph, which also Snowfall. Brian Tyree Henry, Daniel Kaluuya, Dimitri Lomich.
He's trash.
He's really not a good actor, and I want him to get a haircut. Like, if
Can
you
take a bath,
you don't have to get a shape up, nigga. Just like go get your fro like shaped.
Like he was trash
by somebody.
What was that? Euphoria. He was trash in Euphoria.
Yeah, he wasn't good in.
He's
Euphoria.
not a good actor.
His
eye contact is horrible.
How you a nepo baby, but your dad was a drug dealer and he's in jail now? Like, how did you do that?
You a nepo baby from drugs. Like you should be selling narcotics. You should be a pharmacist, sir.
I mean, but he's
get to the family business.
He's an actor playing like he's selling narcotics.
Playing his dad.
So who else? Donald Glover and Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, your op.
I love Donald Glover.
300K people don't think you do.
He hates black women, but I love him. He hates
you, but you love him.
He hates me directly as a human being, and I love him as an artist. He's He's like, oh, black woman. Peh. So next is Best Actress. So Angela Bassett won that naturally.
For Black Panther.
Yeah. She was
all right.
She was great in Black. She was the grieving woman. Like, I cried when
she died.
When she she was just not happy in that whole movie. So
somebody had to be the unhappy black woman in the movie.
Yeah. So the Young Stars Award. I want to read the nominations. So, damn, I don't know none of these little niggas.
I bet Drake know them.
All right. Yeah, Drake know all the girls on this list. So Marsai Martin is the winner for that award, which is amazing. I think she's amazing.
Saying what they won for, because what was she in?
I mean, she produced a couple things and acted in a couple things.
I'm just saying. That's why I want them to tell me.
Sportswoman of the Year is going to be Angel Reese.
Oh, that's messed up.
Look at the picture they used for her.
I mean,
that's fucked up.
I mean, she's not a model.
She's not, but she's looked better.
I mean, yeah, but
Sportsman of the Year is upstanding black king Jalen Hurts.
That's lame because it should be Patrick Mahomes. He's black. Patrick Mahomes is
barely.
Black.
His mother is white.
Okay, he's still black.
We
His
don't
dad
count
played
him.
baseball.
Pass my phone back, please.
Nah, fuck you. Fuck you and Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, if your mom is white, fuck you. All right, so continuing, BET Her Award.
So they gave it to her?
Her. No, they gave it to Beyonce. Because she is her. The fuck?
Why does she get to win two?
Because she's Beyonce.
And she won 3, really. Because she won the album of the year for album from last year.
Yeah, she did. But Renaissance was amazing. And then
but it won in 2000. Didn't it win last year's?
That was like the highest grossing tour of all time.
So you don't give the tour a fucking award, nigga?
Yes,
we gave the album award. Go home, lady.
However, you can give Beyonce an award.
And she didn't even come there.
An award. No, she don't. She hasn't shown up to Beyonce to fucking BET since 2006.
Okay, so we need to call her out.
Doesn't mean we stop giving her awards for being black excellence.
That's trash.
Best International Act. Of course, Burna Boy won that. His album this year was really good. Let me read y'all the rest of the nominations in the Best International Act. So Aya Nakamura, she's from France. I have no idea who she is. Ira Star, she's a Nigerian artist. Central C.
Hold on, Aya Star, is she a little brown, right? I was just watching her the other day.
She's really pretty.
Somebody said that's who she thinks she wants to be Tyler, or she acts like she's Tyler or something like that, or Tyler's who she wants to be. That's what I read.
But
somewhere.
she's been a established.
I'm saying what I just read. Somebody said that today.
Yeah, that's just people saying shit, because Ira has been an established artist for multiple years, and
I just want to make sure it's the girl I'm talking about.
And Tyler, this is her first song that's gone.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. They was like, I guess they were saying Aya has been trying to be Tyler, but never could get to that height.
She hasn't had a song break in the American market like that, but she's in, like, for people like me who regularly listen to that music, I know her and I like her. So LMI, nobody give a fuck about that bitch. What she put out? KO. I don't know who the fuck this nigga is. He has a 7 in the middle of his name. The number 7. It's L7NNON.
I don't like that.
What's
up? There's black people in Swaziland?
Yeah.
What's Swaziland? I've never heard that country before. Swaziland?
Africa.
I didn't know that. I'm asking a question. I've never heard that country.
It's Africa, and it's not Swaziland.
That's how it's spelled.
It's probably not pronounced.
Okay, it probably is. I've never heard that country before.
So Stormzy, UK, Taikola, France, and Uncle Waffles. Uncle Waffles is a DJ. She's not even an artist. Well, I don't know why she's even in it. She doesn't make her own music. And then viewers' choice for Best International Act was
that's why.
Libyanka.
It's not written like that. That's how you say it.
Okay.
Iswatani.
Okay. And then that was everything. So the last one was viewers' choice for Best International Act, and Libianca got that. Asake, Camido, Flo, Morin, MC Ryan, SP, Poppy Cooper, Rai, Warrenoi. I want to listen to these artists in this.
Yeah, the country was renamed in April of 2018.
What was it named originally? Because that's what I will refer to it as. Unless it's the people.
I think it's the one I just showed, that in Swanti, yeah. And then they changed it to the Swaziland.
Mm. Oh, you were right about Germany, the Deutschberg thing?
Fair. You know who I am?
Okay, let's move on.
Don't ever start a conversation with me. Do you know you were right about something? Yes, fair, I do.
If I kill myself, it's because of my husband.
Don't worry, I'll be right behind you, baby. I will say this, because I watched some of the performances. I kind of hate to say this, but the baby might be the best male performer right now.
The baby does put on a really good show. It's just unfortunate.
No, he's trash.
It's just unfortunate.
He's trash, but that motherfucker cares. That nigga started off with a fire outfit and get his shit, dance ukulele, which I still think that's fucked up. You should have brought that fat nigga up there who do the little tow truck shit, because he the one who made that song popping. That as you lean, with the hands on the knee, watch the ghetto bitch. He was a nigga who was towing motherfuckers' cars, and he would play that song while he was towing your car. He helped make that shit pop. You should have been showed him some love, baby. Then I heard that he had told them he was supposed to be doing a costume change, and they didn't adhere to it the first time, so they had to do the performance over. So that performance that we saw was his second time doing it. Because they had to wait, because you see him come out looking like Big Worm, where he had the little rollers in his hair and shit like that. So, I mean, but you could tell he cares. Like, he's dancing with the dancers.
He's always cared about his visuals, the performance he puts on, his aesthetics. Like, he's always cared about that. Nigga, the songs are garbage.
I mean, some of them are. They either sound a lot, but it's like, I have to at least acknowledge that, because we were shitting on niggas for not giving a good performance. And I was watching Sexy Red by herself. That shit was ass. She was way better with the baby.
That's still, oh my God. She's genuinely still a hood bitch. There is zero amount of polish applied to Sexy Red's image. Like, they're just letting her rock right now raw because it's working.
Speaking of raw, we got to talk about that in a minute. You didn't hear about the City Girls' new album name?
Oh, yeah.
Raw ass whores.
Real ass whores.
Oh, it's raw. I was okay.
You can't have raw.
I was thinking that when I first thought that's what it was. Like, why would
it's real ass whores. I was like, bro, why? Who calls himself a whore?
Bring it back.
Like, women was right there. I know y'all wouldn't call y'all fucking album Real Ass Women, but I'm not one of those respectability politics ass bitches. I'm really not. Like, if you're ghetto, be ghetto. If you a hoe, be a hoe. But like, I do like things to be aesthetically pleasing, and I do like things to flow well. And I just don't think that this flows well. It's not aesthetically pleasing. The fucking acronym is aesthetically pleasing, yes, but like, specifically calling yourself a whore.
Man, I'm with it. Repurpose the name. Because you know what's funny?
I don't like it.
It kind of leans into what we were talking about a little bit, about how their music is different from Gorilla and Sexy Red.
It's very sexual. But
But theirs is also more like a scam centric, because they're both sexual. It's just theirs is like, I'm using my sex to get a means to
over
an end,
on a nigga.
and they're using sex as because they enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't wait to
I'm excited though.
I genuinely can't wait to hear JT's solo album, because if you watch rap shit and you take that and you think that like that's actually how they were, the prototypes of those two rappers, if JT was like an actual like rapper and she was taking that shit seriously, and Young Miami came in and she was like, these bitches don't want to hear this shit, we gotta rap about robbing these niggas and selling pussy, and then she switched it up and it worked for her, because JT eats Young Miami up on versus
Young Miami didn't even want to be an artist.
Yeah, every single time. JT is the one that came to her and was like, yo, we could do this.
We didn't even talk about that too. She won that fucking weak ass podcast award.
Oh yeah, we didn't come. That was on the BET like fucking website.
Yeah.
It didn't show the Young Miami winning.
That's ridiculous, yo. Like I get
Honestly,
it. She's had some moments. She shouldn't have been on the top.
She's not even consistent.
She shouldn't have been top 10 in the complex list. And she shouldn't have won this award again. Like, Diddy, we get it. You're fucking her. Like,
let me be the devil's advocate though, because when it comes to the rest of the podcasts on that list, I'm not immediately clicking on a new episode of those but that's me specifically,
you're
right?
a girl.
Yeah, that's me specifically. I'm not immediately clicking on a Joe Budden podcast, a Drink Champs. Like, I'm not even checking for those.
Can we be
at
real?
all. But for Carisha, I'll immediately, especially depending on which artist that she has on. So I feel like maybe for a specific demographic, she is the best hip hop podcast. For a space in hip hop, and you're a woman and you only care about a specific thing, and you don't want to hear old heads yell at each other on the fucking Joe Budden podcast, and you don't want to hear the ramblings of a whole bunch of drunk ass niggas on Drink Champs, and you want to hear some bad bitches talk about some bad
Go to Poor Minds then.
Poor Minds, yes.
Okay. Go
the
to
only
Horrible Decisions.
Horrible Decisions is not a good podcast. I stopped listening to it after like 5 episodes. I know you thought that was a regular thing, but that was
What thing?
me listening to Horrible Decisions.
I don't ever remember we ever had a time where.
Oh yeah, because I used to listen to them for like a couple episodes. I don't like their content. I don't think Horrible Decisions is a good podcast to listen to on a regular basis. Poor Minds is different because everything that they talk about is not like current events. It's situational. So like you learn how to like those two women specifically, but they're not a hip hop podcast by any means necessary. So they wouldn't be in that category.
I mean, you can make an argument that $1 Million Worth of Game isn't a hip hop podcast. They just are two guys in hip hop who talk to people in business.
Okay, I don't watch that podcast, so I know what I'm saying.
And that's why I'm saying, like, it just seems like they also kind of gave it to her just off the woman factor. Because,
yeah,
be honest, how many women you know actually listen to podcasts?
I mean, out of my immediate,
just women that you know that you had conversations with, like, because when I talk to women, they don't be listening to podcasts.
I know
they like the clips. They'll do stuff like that, but they're not actually sitting there banging out an hour and a half podcast.
There's one of my friends that I can tell you specifically will bang out an hour and a half of a podcast.
Okay.
There's one like my friend that's like she definitely like she listens to Shits and Gigs and like those like she definitely watches podcasts.
I know I was just reading an article a while ago and it was talking about women's attention spans, and I was saying like why like some long form content doesn't really get the same push from the women market because that's not what women want to do in their entertainment. They don't want to sit and listen to something like that isn't music or like a movie or something like that.
No, I feel like also that's not the types of podcasts that women listen to. Like if you're
what we talking about?
If you're
shows.
Hip hop podcasts are not the podcasts that women are listening to. If you veer into like crime stuff, like what am I thinking of?
That's what I mean, like entertainment based podcast.
Yeah, but if you're true crime,
y'all.
That's the only thing that women are listening to. So specifically when it comes to entertainment, like we don't want to hear that shit, but we want to hear about somebody getting murdered.
Yeah, I think y'all like it in doses. Like, y'all watch a Tasha K give it up for 2 minutes, 3 minutes. But I don't think y'all would sit there and watch her whole live.
As a woman who does consume podcasts, Tasha K is not one of them. Poor Minds and Don't Call Me White Girl are really Crime Junkie are really the only 3 in ours, but excluding ours, are really the only 3 podcasts that I will go out of my way to listen to. I used to go out of my way to listen to Joe Budden podcast, but they got rid of the old niggas, and now it's just a bunch of old niggas. They got rid of the young niggas, and now it's just a bunch of old niggas yelling at each other about old nigga shit.
All right,
I don't give a fuck. You bunch of old ass bitches. Joe, you're bald and fucking bitter. Queens is fucking pathetic as fuck. Ice and Ish, I don't even know who is who out of the 2 of y'all. For real, still. Y'all just 2 old niggas that...
Back in my day.
That's all I hear.
Let me give you a little example. Ice love his little example.
That's literally all I hear whenever Ice or Ish or Joe opens their mouth is
nigga. That nigga Ish love his little story time. Him and his man.
And Queen's Flip is just a pathetic fat bitch. So
and our biggest op. Literally and figuratively. All right, so let's finish up here. We don't got nothing else for BT, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay, let's finish up here. We have some horrible news to bring to y'all, and it's a shame. That pussy ass white boy South African bitch, Elon Musk, is taking away porn from X. It's name X.
Twitter is about to be done.
Why would you take porn away from X? Let's call it adult content too, because I don't have to edit that. Adult content away from X.
So y'all remember when they took all of the adult content off of Tumblr? You remember Tumblr? Do you remember Tumblr? Because we haven't been on Tumblr for mad long. Like Tumblr, literally, its demise was that it
censored people.
It censored the sex workers.
And that's who runs the internet. I don't think people remember that. Like, everything that happened in the internet goes through the porn industry.
The porn industry?
It's a tech industry.
Yes. All of our advancements would not happen if porn and perverts didn't need to pervert more efficiently.
Like, we would not have a Cash App if you did not need to give hookers money fast.
We would not have fucking visual... the
Oculus.
Yes. Like, what? You're able to play video games on fucking goggles because a nigga wanted to watch the pussy while
I'm definitely
in the fucking pocket pussy.
I'm definitely putting Mila Khalifa on my meta glasses when my bad. I mean,
fucking hands off me, you dirty nigger. This nigga told me he only watches skinny black girl porn.
I never said that.
That's exactly what you said.
No, I did not.
That's exactly what you said.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I curate it to the women that I'm with, but I still will dabble around.
You know what? Well, I took it as he only watches porn with women that give my aesthetic. So
yeah, they're top billing, but I'm gonna be honest with you, like, you might be mad at me, but like, every time I've seen Mila Khalifa's picture, I had to go to the war room.
Oh wow. You can sleep in there tonight.
In the war room?
Yeah, you can definitely. You can pull up a picture of her and then sleep next to it on the floor in your war room tonight.
I'll accept it if I have to. I mean,
no, yeah, that's your only choice.
It's been, you know.
The couch is off limits.
It's for the dogs, baby.
I'm gonna take one of the stray cats outside. I'm gonna let him sleep on the couch. You can sleep on the floor in the office,
and then he can hear the dogs. I don't know what to tell you. All right, so this has been our show. We definitely appreciate. We got something else?
I just want to let the people know that I water my wine down with water.
I don't think they care.
I just want to let y'all know. Y'all saw that? I just want to let y'all know that I don't really be chugging down full, like, to the brim glasses
Did somebody
of wine.
ask you about that?
No, I just want to let the people know it's half water, half wine. So that's all.
All right. Want to thank y'all for listening to Talk FNF TV. Please like, follow, comment, subscribe, all that great shit.
Follow, subscribe,
and share our shit,
follow us on all of the social medias at talk.fnf.t motherfucking V, bitch. Love y'all.
For the dogs, bitch.
Okay, no.